Okay, let's dive into this. Today we are looking at a strictly observational, entirely non-interpretive structural record of the copper asset. We're just going to examine the predefined geometry and parameters exactly as they exist right now. There is absolutely no prediction or assumption about future movement here. This readout follows the market DNA AI execution layer constraints to the letter. Our focus is purely on predefined structural inputs. We aren't analyzing trends, and you definitely won't see any technical or fundamental analysis. We're simply documenting the established structure just as it is. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the path we're taking. We'll cover 1. Structural context, 2. Phase 1 initialization, 3. Risk architecture, 4. Structural destinations, 5. Future phase status, and finally 6. Record disclaimers. Let's keep moving. Number 1, structural context, asset and active phase. Right, so here is the active structural field for copper. And remember, this is a fixed chart view. We are observing only visible events. There is literally zero assumption of future movement. We're not going to modify, extend, or generate any price data beyond what's visibly recorded right here in this specific structural state. Looking at the actual data for this record, the asset is copper. The timestamp is May 19th, 2026 at 22:56 EST. The structural cycle identification is labeled copper_3_1, and based on the visible coordinates, we can confirm the asset is currently in phase 1. Moving right along to section 2, phase 1 initialization, base parameters. Okay, so these are the foundational spatial and temporal boundaries. The primary entry point M is recorded at $6.1478. The secondary entry point, PC, is recorded at $5.917. This gives us a mean entry coordinate of $6.324. Also, the forward structural window, which we define as the trapezoid time duration, is exactly 24 days. Detailing the active cycle's proportional metrics, you can see the third triangle domain is defined at 10.44%. Applying the structural risk coefficient of 3, the total risk domain for this configuration calculates to 31.32%. Section 3. Risk architecture and sizing. So the crucial point is both trade sizes are calculated using the hypothetical capital, the investor's maximum allowed drawdown, the third triangle domain percentage, the risk coefficient, and the contract size. Based on those parameters, the expected max drawdown is strictly capped at 5% of the hypothetical capital. Mathematically, that totals exactly $5,000. Now, the structural limit of this domain, which is referred to as the expected low price, is structurally calculated at $4.1433. And concluding the deterministic sizing parameters, each trade size is structurally fixed at exactly 0.13 units. Up next, Section 4, Structural Destinations. We have 3 predefined structural destinations for this phase. Target 1, designated as the mirror or lower trapezoid, sits at $6.273. Target 2, which is apex N, is located at $6.4996. Finally, Target 3, defined as the trapezoid top, is at $6.718. And this brilliantly illustrates the simple expected return arithmetic, based strictly on those structural targets. For scenario 1, the total profit estimate is $741.26, representing a 0.74% return. For scenario 2, the expected total profit is calculated at $1,498.64, which is a 1.49% return on the hypothetical capital. Section 5, Future Phase Status. At the exact time of this record, Phase 2 mirror contact, Phase 3 end event, and Phase 4 completion are strictly not shown. The asset is currently explicitly defined within Phase 1, and again, we do not assume or generate any non-visible data whatsoever. Wrapping up with Section 6, Record Disclaimers. Please observe the following mandated disclaimers regarding documentation limitations. This record is absolutely not financial advice. The use of leverage above 10 is explicitly prohibited. Do not invest essential personal funds. This analysis exists strictly as part of public model documentation and structural observation. This is a structural record.